Hi, Marie here from Skeins. We're going to try this again because the video. Oh, there we go. Oh, God, I'm fated not to have this happen today. Honestly, we tried to do this video a few times today, and I've got my dog at work, and poor old our warehouse man has just come in, and the dog is like, no, no, no. You're guarding mum, aren't you, darling? Good boy. Right, I'm not going to start again because this is, it's been a long day. Look, Marie here from Skays, and it is grand opening this weekend. And it's a bit like moving house when we move shops, because we've got stuff hidden everywhere, things that we forgot that we had. And it's actually been kind of cool to have been open now for almost, this is the end of our second week, to actually get things in and organised and done, and so we know where things are and we can get to finding things and all of that sort of stuff. So it's been pretty cool to be able to do that and get that all sorted and have everything nice and ready for you. So if you are in the Bay on Saturday, 10 till 3:30 is when we've got the opening. It is really, really exciting. We've got the team down from NZME with the Hits radio station, and they will be doing some spin the wheel promotions down here. Spend $50 in store and you will get a spin the wheel ticket to win a whole bunch of prizes, as well as a blanket draw as well, just for the day. So if you come in and fill out that, you'll get to potentially win an alpaca blanket. There's a whole heap of stuff that will be going on. There'll be a sausage sizzle here with Yarn Hawke's Bay. The wonderful team from Yarn Hawke's Bay will be down fundraising for their incredible cause, and we will have some really, really lovely, exciting, delicious, beautiful, gorgeous specials, which is, and I have started these off with something that is available for you guys as well if you're not here in the Bay, and that is Outlaw Vanities. Debs from Outlaw Yarn is going to be here, and we are pulling together, especially for her being here, a wonderful, wonderful Vanitas promotion. Now, Vanitas, if you don't know, is Debs's ultra fine baby alpaca DK. So it's a beautiful, smooth DK yarn. Even those that say, oh, I can't wear alpaca, trust me, you can wear this. It is the finest alpaca that you get. It is just so luxuriously soft. It is utterly divine, and we have that, and it is loaded and live now. 100 gram balls for $19 a ball. Now the everyday price on this with us is $26 a ball, and that is an incredible special. So if you've been lusting after Vanitas for a while and you're wanting to get that really extra special yarn, especially if you've been eyeing something up in the Pacifico Knits collection or some of the new collections that are out at the moment, to do some knitting, and you want to get some Vanitas, oh, I would definitely snap that up. So we've got more stocks, hopefully, more stocks arriving tomorrow, but everything has now been reduced and is live and available for you at home if you can't make it to our special grand opening on Saturday. So Debs will be here. And the other reason Debs is here is because she is launching Bandit. So these, I love, these are my favorite colors in the Bandit range there. So Bandit, if you don't know what Bandit is a collection which is not part of the Outlaw collection. It's its own separate identity, and Bandit is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Debs has had it now for a wee while. We haven't stocked it because we'd had so much else going on, but now with the grand opening, and we've now finally got the space for it, we have gotten it in. And what it is it's a collection of DK colours that are designed to be fun and practical, and just it's happy knitting. It is really happy knitting. It's comfort knitting. And I've just picked out the bright jewel colours here. Of course, this pink at the end is my favourite, no less because it's the limited edition colour she did for Knit August Nights this year, called Can 10, so I love it. But it is a range that it has been made by a mill, and it is 100% wool, long fibre. It has been treated so it is machine washable, and it has just been designed to be a good workhorse everyday yarn, but in that wonderful collection of colours that Debs always does. Brilliant for anything from crochet blanket projects all the way through to kid clothing and adult garments alike. It's actually, the handle and the feel on it is great. I just love it. Absolutely love it, and we're so excited now to have this in store. So this is now in store, and it is also online. I loaded this up last night under its own category, $7 a ball. So you can actually get Bandit now from us as well. So we're really excited about that. So Debs will be in doing that, and part of our spin the wheel prizes is to win a ball of Bandit. So you could actually win your own Bandit ball if you come in and visit us on Saturday. Also on Saturday we will have, and I've only got 3 of the 4 colours with me, but we're getting some special limited edition prints, and they actually sort of don't come up quite so well because they are quite dark. I'll put that one, is that one's going to focus? Oh, there we go. Yes, it is going to focus. Look at that. So these are some stunning, beautiful, broody, deep merino 4-ply prints. And then this one is red. Actually, that's a pity because it's showing us quite dull here on the camera, but it's actually a really beautiful, zesty green and lime shade, this one. It really is quite pretty. These will be going out an incredibly hot special in store. They will be going only in store for the grand opening first, and I will load these up on Monday. So they won't go online until Monday, but they are fantastic. If you have been looking for combinations for Timely cardigans, look at that combination for Timely there. You know, it's really lovely. That's Sept19 de Lavery with this one, which is being called a really unique name, Grey Stripe. I know, can tell I didn't name them. And these orb. These. Did you guys hear that? It's my dog snoring. Where is he? Is he behind? Oh, there he goes. He's down. He's plum tuckered out. All that guarding. Just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So those will be up online on, what did I say? Monday. They'll be up on Monday, but they are in store for you on Saturday. So you can come and get those on Saturday. They are also going to have an incredibly, incredibly sharp price on them on Saturday, and are still a pretty sharp price on them on Monday when you get them, but the better price will be on Saturday. Trust me, you'll want to come down for that. And I also popped on there, what I hold on, check my list, Marie, check my list. Yes, what is on and off my needles. So I'm going to show you this because this is still on my needles, and I know it's been weeks, but it's I'm nearly there, well, ish. So this is the lodge that I've been knitting in Franz Joseph, I think this one is. And we've got some more of this in stock now, I think, haven't we? The blue in the lodge, it's just come back in. So it's knitting up fantastically well. And I'm now down to the ribbing at the back. So this is for my youngest son. So that is going brilliantly well, and I'm actually really enjoying it, especially now that I'm beginning to see the end at sight. Lovely, beautiful and squishy. We are getting the, is it Surfside hoodie? Claire? Yep, the Surfside hoodie. She's hiding in the corner here. So I've had to angle the camera so you don't get to see the back of her. By Georgie Nicholson. I don't know where to look. I've got cameras and screens and stuff all over the show. From Georgie Nicholson, we've got that being knitted up as a sample, and that is coming in this lodge to the shop very, very soon. And we did that because somebody, and I can't remember who, posted that on the speakeasy, and it just looked fantastic. It really did look quite amazing. So we thought, right, we've got to get that knitted up in a sample, and it's such a neat pattern. So that is coming. And but the big news for me was I actually finished a project. I don't have many, I'm not really a UFO person, and I tend to be relatively monogamous with my knitting. So I generally don't like to have 1,000,001 projects on the go. However, I do sometimes will start projects because I have to travel quite a bit for this job and my other work life that I have. Yes, I'm multi-workstress. So depending on what that travel is I often have projects that are easy and portable and stuff for travel. But I also, like, for me, the weird thing with those projects is often those are the projects that I have for when I travel. So like I'll travel, do some, and then it goes away until when I travel again. And one project which I started a year ago for a friend who lives overseas, and I know I popped it up on the speakeasy about when I started doing that, the swatching and stuff, is for a good friend who's in the US. And interestingly enough, we're going to be seeing this couple again in a couple of weeks when we're up there for my other work life. And he is an absolute cricket fanatic. And he loves it when we come to visit, because my husband and I can talk to him about cricket, being Kiwis, that's, cricket and rugby. And whilst I don't profess to be an expert, I at least know, absolute basics of cricket and things like who's the captain of the team and the best player and all that kind of stuff. And he just loves it because he gets a bit starved of cricket conversation, especially having an American wife who knows absolutely nothing about cricket whatsoever, and in fact finds the game quite baffling, which, let's face it, if you didn't know cricket existed, you would find it quite baffling. Anywho, I wanted to knit. I've knitted a shawl for her, but I wanted to knit something for him. And I finally finished it. I started this a year ago. And this is a replica of the 1990s Indian, he is from India, Indian test vest. And I have taken this from a photograph found online, like a news type photo, and yes, created this. And it's done in the Polworth, and that's just our natural Polworth. So I know a number of you have this in stashes, or you've picked it up in nakeds. It has just been utterly divine to knit with. And it's blocked beautifully. It is honestly dreamy soft. Before anybody gets really excited and says, "Oh, Marie, we love that vest, are you going to do a pattern?" No, is the short answer to that. Don't ask, because that ain't going to happen. Because I literally didn't write anything down. I did, other than his measurements, because I did take his measurements to do it. I have literally knitted this from a photograph and worked out some basic maths, which is why it took so long to complete, because of course everything had to be done on the fly and not with anything written down. But it just goes to show that you can actually create something relatively easily, and it is nice to actually finally get it finished. So, and I had to get it finished because I'm heading up and I'm seeing them again in a couple of weeks. But yeah, it's been an absolute joy working with that yarn, and we were just saying how heartbroken we are not to have it anymore. Not to say that I won't be able to convince to get it back, but yes, raw materials, you see, that's the challenge and the bane of my life is raw material supply, but we are getting there. What else do I have to tell you guys before I get sidetracked? Oh, naked skeins. If you're doing the naked, have you picked up loads? If you picked up naked skeins that are on the naked skeins clearance, there is still some available. I know especially the twist on twist merino DK, and for those in the know or not in the know, that is the orb base. So there is still some of that left, and there's still a few rats and mice on some of the others. Had some questions around the 10-ply. The 10-ply is out of stock at this stage, so it comes back to when we are going to be having other batches. I can't give you an ETA on that, and if and when that will be coming back. Again, it just depends on when things are being milled, but we're starting to get supplies and cones of some of those other yarns that I know that you love. So that is good news. But other than that, I better get going. This is my headdress all ready for grand opening on Saturday. So do pop in and see us. We'd love to see you. And I need to get going because my dog's really starting to snore quite loudly now. And you're going to be struggling to hear me for much longer. But I will catch up with you next week. Have a great weekend if we don't see you. And jump online and have a look at that Vanities special because it really is a scorcher. Until then, have a great weekend. Bye.